Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. And guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the weekly horoscope results for the week of July 14th till July 20th. So guys, like the way I always say this thing that just because I do not know your natal planetary alignments or your running dasha, so don't see this video as a prediction. Look at it in this way, that in which direction wind is sailing, how the external circumstances will treat you this week. Along with that, those people who leave the timestamps, so guys, I'm immensely grateful to you. Guys, the major highlight of this week is going to be Moon is going to be starting the week from the Aquarius sign, being conjunct with the Rahu. Immediate after that, once it is going to be there in the Pisces, it is going to be conjunct with the planet Saturn as well. So Saturn is in a kind of about to be turning in a retrograde stationary kind of position only, guys. And I always say this thing that whenever Moon is in the influence of the Saturn and whatsoever happens, it has got this capacity to affect us for a long span of time. Generally, it has been seen that people who pick up any disease at the time when Moon is like transiting and conjunct with Saturn, they pick up any issue, any fight, it bothers you for a long span of time. So much better, guys, in this week, refrain from any escalation, any controversy, any issue. And guys, finally, Moon is going to be finishing the week in the Aries sign. The major transit which is going to be happening this week, first is about the planet Sun, so which is going to be shifting signs, and another is going to be the retrograde motion of the planet Mercury. This week only Mercury will get into the retrograde motion. And in any case, guys, we have just started the holy month of the Shravan as well. So especially all those people in whose case in your natal chart your moon is under affliction, or you have any of the Kalsarp Yoga in your natal chart, this is considered as the holiest of the month to get any of the appeasement ritual or puja get done. So this month and all the Mondays of this month are considered as very holy, very auspicious. Now, okay guys, now we will briefly look at that how this week, based on your rising sign, what to expect, in which direction wind is going to be sailing. So guys, for the Aries Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, guys, all what I can say is that emotional mental health is going to be slightly sensitive, because your ascendant lord in any case is transiting and it is conjunct with Ketu as well, and Moon is going to be transiting, being in the influence of the Rahu first, then in the influence of the Saturn. So that means especially like the first half and middle half, and after that, guys, when Mercury will also turn retrograde in your like 4th house. So yes, from the emotional mental health point of view, the week is creating slightly sensitive energy. The flow of the money is going to be intact. Your 2nd house is in a very accentuated state. The only concern is that no matter how much money is coming in, Aries Lagna native will find it very difficult to be contented. You will still feel dissatisfied, or you will still feel lack. Refrain from any major investments or investment decision in this week. Overseas travel will prove out to be worthwhile, especially any work related travel if you will plan to undertake. Regarding the marriage and the relationship point of view, guys, so Jupiter is already giving its aspect to your 7th house, Venus is already strengthened, so slightly beneficial energy when it comes down to the matters of the relationship for the Aries Lagna natives. Students still have to keep on putting efforts. Ketu Mars conjunction in the 5th house. So yes, many of the concerns of when I sat to write the exam, I forgot everything, I got blank out, that generally happens. So students have to be very cautious, very careful. So now guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, for the Taurus Lagna natives, the week is creating a good energy. Like by the end of the week, there's a slight possibility of some sort of travel as well for you. And at your work front, I'm actually seeing some positive concrete development. So although still, guys, see, when we talk about your domestic life, your home life, that is still going to be a stress point. Deep inside, you will still be in dire need of something, like, you know, when you feel very lost, very detached, and like people who have this concern that emotionally no one is reciprocating to my needs and all, so that kind of lackness will still be there. So much better focus your whole attention and energy in your career front. So career, any of the career related matters and endeavors will be very rewarding. So, and refrain from getting into any office politics during this week. And for a lot many people guys, just because this retrograde motion of the planet Saturn, which happened to be very auspicious planet for you, it's somehow getting aligned in a right way. So there's a high possibility any career development which will take place in this week will sustain you, will serve you for a longer span of time. So yes, and by the end of the week guys, there is a possibility of some travels, or like we say that some sort of luxurious and splurging your money on the luxurious things and shopping and all. So that kind of energy is getting generated by the end of the week. But overall, I would still say the same thing for this week as well. Focus more on your career, because that is where the actual fulfillment will come. There's a high possibility of that. See guys, your ascendant lord is in a strengthened state. So that in itself means that you are somehow in control and command of many things. Your leadership qualities are going to be getting appreciated, commended during this time. So not much vulnerability, just focus more on your outdoor life, your career related matters. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, for the Gemini Lagna natives, as you can see that the start of the week, luck will fluctuate. So luck is slightly fluctuating right now. So don't take any decision just on a blind faith or goodwill, on the word of the mouth. So whatsoever is being advised to you, take that with a pinch of salt. Do your proper introspection or proper investigation. That will become very important. Career will be slightly draining during this week, like work responsibilities will keep many people busy, occupied, or sudden rise in the work pressure. And along with that guys, by the end of the week, your ascendant lord is also turning retrograde in your second house as well. So after like Friday and all, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is also making you slightly vulnerable for some wrong financial decision as well. Or this could be a case that suddenly some issue happened in the family, and now because of that you have to like either you are very emotionally, mentally stressed, or you have to spend a lot of money to take care of the family and the well-being of the family. That is how the energy is going to be getting generated. But by the end of the week, like some sort of new channel of income, or some what do you call that, some collaboration with people, or some important event, auspicious event in the life can also materialize. Again guys, but when we talk about moon's transit from the 11th house, so 11th house is not only about the income or money, like all sort of wish fulfillment, happiness, success is seen from the 11th house. So yes guys, but I would say that take any of the financial decision very carefully, especially after the second half of the week. And yes, work pressure is bound to increase this week. So take any of your job responsibility with utmost sincerity. In the matters of the relationship guys, I'm not seeing you vulnerable. It's very good energy. Jupiter giving its aspect to your like 7th house, and Venus is also strengthened in your like 12th house. So yes, love, passion, romance, indulgences in the luxurious things, that is not a matter of concern. It's like just the work pressure and the financial and the family related matters might be a stress point of this week. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, for the Cancer Lagna, the start of the week will be slightly depressive. So moon being conjunct with Rahu first, and then immediate after that being conjunct with the Saturn in the 9th house. So lot many Cancer Lagna natives will find themselves little bit lost at the start of the week. And also guys, it is also making you slightly prone and vulnerable to, because Ketu and Mars is also there in the second house, right, as well. So we say any food allergy, like food poisoning, so be very mindful what you are eating and all, what you are consuming and all. So all of that will become very important by the start of the week. Along with that guys, for people who are like anything to do with the work related travel, or people who are in the teaching, training, judiciary kind of field, the mid of the week seems to be creating good energy. energy for you. And yes guys, by the end of the week, some important development in your career related matters can be expected, can be foreseen. But yes, the start of the week is going to be slightly filled with confusion, delusion and all. So lack of energy might be a slight concern by the beginning of the week, but with the passage of time you will actually be in control and command of the things. And yes guys, in your case, like sun is going to be coming to your first house as well. So yes, limelight, recognition, a lot of the things are on the cards for you. It's just like that guys, in your case, Mercury is going to be turning retrograde in your first house as well. So yeah, it's like we say that when people get misinterpreted and all, so in those kind of situation you have to be very careful. Just be very clear and transparent in all form of communication, in any of the emails you write, anything you tweet, anything you post, be as transparent as it is possible. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, for the Leo Lagna natives, this week is actually creating some good energy of some travel for the Leo Lagna natives. Again guys, whenever like Ketu and Mars is already there in your first house, and whenever moon will cross that axis, it will be a stress point. So the start of the week will be filled with the energy of confusion, misunderstanding, or some sort of argument with the spouse, with the partner as well. And immediate after that, like there will be some stress point on the joint resources. So and this could be a case that any legal complication, any sort of dispute, conflict management kind of situation you have to deal with. If this is what your profession is, then it's fine. But for other people, be mindful of your health as well guys. So health is also slightly coming on the radar with the 12th house prominence, ascendant lord making a connection, moon crossing from the 8th house. So be very mindful of your health as well. And yes guys, by the end of the week, I'm actually seeing some sort of like some travel or some pilgrimage as well that can actually take place. So slight good possibility of that. But again guys, in your case, Mercury is also going to be turning retrograde as well. So yes, if I were to say your communication, financial decision, so this week is slightly on the edge, putting you on the radar. So be very careful of your conduct, of your decision making in all areas of the life. For the Virgo Lagna, so guys, for the Virgo Lagna natives, as you can see that moon is going to be starting the journey from the 6th house, and like it is going to be finishing the week in your 8th house. Your ascendant lord will turn retrograde. So some sort of, see guys, for the Virgo Lagna natives, Saturn is already going to be turning retrograde 7th, and Mercury ascendant lord in the 11th house. Some sort of past lost opportunity can be claimed in this week for the exertion of your authority, appearing in any competitive situation, in any interview kind of situation. The week is creating a very positive energy. By the mid of the week, there might be some stress points, some sort of stress on the account of the partner. This could be your partner's health suddenly deteriorated, and now you have to take care of your spouse. So those kind of vulnerability is going to be there by the middle of the week. But guys, overall it's a very uplifting kind of week for the Virgo Lagna natives, and I'm also expecting some sort of opportunity, some sort of people in your connection, in your network from the past, hearing something back from them. There's a slight possibility of that. And yes guys, that's all what I'm seeing, because both Saturn and Mercury being retrograde in the 7th and the 11th, it is going to be, the churn up is going to be somehow has this potential for bringing something good for you. Now guys, for the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, for the Libra Lagna, as you can see guys, the start of the week is going to be filled with sort of confusion, illusion, restlessness. Moon conjunct with Rahu in the 5th house, we know this thing, that typical trait. And then moon is going to be getting conjunct with the Saturn as well. So see guys, health needs to be monitored. If I were to say, health needs to be monitored, because your 8th house is also right now in a lot of the prominence as well. Health needs to be monitored. This could be physical health, this could be mental health. There will be that energy of sudden attraction towards someone. Don't get tempted towards short-term gain or quick gains. See, that is a different case. If in your natal chart, your chart is very prominent with strong Rahu, strong 5th house, so taking any lotto ticket, any lottery ticket this week can be considered. Moon Rahu in the 5th and ascendant lord in the 8th house strong, so that can be considered. Generally these kind of lottery wins happen in those charts who have this kind of alignment in the birth chart as well, so that can be considered. But when we talk about stock market trading, big investments, be very mindful, be very careful, and yeah, keep yourself busy guys. With the mind has to be fixated with, and it has to be kept busy. That's what I'm trying to say. Otherwise, it will go haywire with the trail of the negative thinking. Moon getting conjunct with the Saturn in the 6th house as well. Work pressure will increase. Health needs to be monitored. But again, guys, Sun's entry in the 10th house and now Saturn turning retrograde in the 6th house, gaining that chase trouble. It is actually empowering your position at your career, at your work front. It is like a typical empowering position which you are, and especially people who are in the tech industry, in the IT engineering kind of industry and all, it's a beneficial alignment now happening for them. Now guys, for the Scorpions, so guys, for the Scorpions, as you can see that Moon is going to be starting the week from your 4th house. So yes guys, deep inside, emotional void will be felt by many Scorpions. Like this could be anxiety, feeling very detached, insecure. That is how the week is going to be creating that energy, because again guys, Rahu is in your 4th house of your emotions, inner security, and your mind is fixated because of Saturn being over there. So mind is also somehow retrograde. Saturn in the Pisces is slightly depressed and sad, and Rahu also is kind of toxicating the emotions in the 4th house as well. So emotional mental health needs to be monitored, guys. In terms of the when I talk about people who are working as a, see, for any of the concerns of selling off your property, listing, putting your property or listing it in the market, it's a good time for that. But any new purchase need to be done very carefully. If those people you want to secure a loan, or you are in dire need of arranging the money capital from the market, the week proves out to be very supportive. Those who have to any lawsuit, any competitive situation, the week is creating a very good energy. And some sort of travels also look like to be on the cards. This could be work related travels for the Scorpio Lagna natives as well. So yes guys, this is how I'm seeing the energy for the Scorpio Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Moon is going to be starting the week from your 3rd house, finishing the week in your 5th house. So yes guys, Mercury is an important planet for you, turning retrograde in your 8th house, being the 7th lord. So there might be some slight concern with the partner as well. So within the marriage, you have to be slightly careful. Venus in any case strengthened, but in the 6th house is not a very supportive energy as well. So the matters of relationship or communication within the relationship has to be very transparent. For any of the people who are sales, media, marketing professional, any of the short travels will prove out to be very supportive, especially if you're planning something new, initiating something new. So Rahu's conjunction with the Moon, especially from the 3rd house, is very supportive for that. Whether you are a journalist or an entrepreneur and all, it's supportive. And by the middle of the week guys, slight vulnerability on the account of the worries, on the account of the well-being of the parents. There's a slight vulnerability of that. Refrain from any major land related dealing during this week. And by the end of the week guys, especially people who are very much into sports, entertainment, content creation, a good supportive energy for them. Pleasurable, playful kind of energy, but by the end of the week. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, when we talk about regarding the flow of the money, I'm seeing some good energy. There's going to be slightly slow down, because Saturn is your ascendant lord is turning retrograde in the 3rd house, from stationary to retrograde. But still, it's your ascendant lord. It will still work in the direction of those kind of opportunity from the past, which will seem to be accessible in this week, in this period of time. By the start of the week guys, slight vulnerability of some food poisoning and all. So be very mindful of what you consume, of your diet. You have to be very careful. Don't get easily tempted by get rich quick money kind of schemes and all. So get rich quick kind of scheme, you have to be very mindful of that, refrain from that. But yes, those people who are working in the tech entertainment business, the week is creating a very, very supportive energy. Venus is already strengthened in the 5th house. So if your income is connected with these camera, media, photography, films, fashion, it's a supportive energy for them as well. It's just like that guys, by the by the end of the week, like sun is coming to your like 8th lord is coming in the 7th house, and Mercury is also turning retrograde in the 7th house. Slight misunderstanding with the partner and all, that is a kind of energy which I'm seeing by the end of the week. Now guys, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case for the Aquarius Lagna, the start of the week is going to be filled with like stress and uncertainty, moon conjunct with Rahu, and especially guys, like let's say for example, if your natal moon is empowered, dashas are running favorable. So this could be a case that, you know, when we say that like people who have this capacity to be famous and recognized, be very innovative, but for the common, like from the masses point of view, if I were to say the general perception with this kind of alignment, this is slightly making you like, because Saturn, your ascendant lord, is also in a stationary retrograde, preparing for it. So, and Mercury is also turning retrograde in your 6th house. So yes, the inflow of the money will be slightly, there will be slight slowdown over there as well. So be very mentally prepared. Don't stress yourself too much. Don't stress yourself, because this is what the planets are infusing, those kind of thoughts in your mind, that there is something which I lack, or my career is not building up, my financial state is not like that. So refrain yourself from those kind of negative thinking and all. Apart from that guys, for any of the competitive kind of situation, people who are connected with the law, arbitration, or people who are like, you know, investigation, or people who do the audit, this might be slightly beneficial for time for them. Purchase of a new vehicle, any home decor stuff and all, purchase of those luxurious things for the house and all, that can be considered. And yes guys, emotional mental health is going to be slightly sensitive. Many people will be prone towards catching infection, or like, you know, because moon Rahu from the 1st house make you slightly prone to that. And please, when moon is making a conjunction with the Saturn, when Saturn is already slowing down, anything you will catch, it will bother you for a long span of time. So give good attention to your health as well. And people are like connected with sales, media, marketing, any file work, documentation, by the end of the week, that can be considered when moon will be transiting from your 3rd house. And lastly guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, the start of the week is going to be, it's creating that energy of some like long distance travel, slightly expensive, and kind of, you know, when mind is filled with the past memories. So many people will be having those thoughts and memories of the past, and health needs to be monitored guys. That's the one thing which I want to say. Apart from that, people who are connected with art, entertainment, creative field and all, independent consultant, slightly good energy for them. Health we have already talked about. The flow of the money is going to be as per your liking, as per your expectation, especially by the end of the week. Some sort of good financial, like, you know, financial news, new channel of income, or some good news on the account of the family can be anticipated. So and yes guys, your like 7th lord is turning retrograde in the 5th house. Expect to hear back from a past romantic interest or lover by the end of the week. There is a slight vulnerability, not vulnerability, a positivity and positive energy of that as well. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification, please subscribe. Dhanyavad.